Uh, Today kept feeling like a Friday to me. Is there anybody else who's having some sort of time distortion? I just can't quite seem to get like my bearings, my footing. How's everybody? Yeah, so time distortion is a thing. It's also an indicator when we're having time distortion that we're actually very present to the now moment, because the now moment is just expansive. Nothing you have to do, nowhere you have to go, nothing like that. Hello, Chelsea. You gonna come join us? Come on. Come on. Over here, baby girl. Hey, Colin. How are you? How's your heart? Oh, my heart's well today. Thank you. Thank you. My heart's well. How's your heart? How you doing? So time distortion is really interesting because it is a thing. And it's typically when you're very, very present and you're involved with something, oftentimes you're activating the law of repulsion, and what you're repelling is time in a linear fashion, which is kind of man-made, right? So it's based on the sun rising, so there's daylight, and then the sun setting, where now there's not moonlight, but evening. So there we have this concept of day and night, right? And of course, with the Gregorian calendar, it goes ahead and it's dissected into days, months, weeks, years, etc., etc. But really, there is no such thing as time. Well, that's not true. In the fourth dimension, there's time. So there's length, width, and height, which is the third dimension of physical reality, and time, where time is brought in, right? Because what we have is this thing called the space-time continuum, because we live in a world of, Chelsea, third dimension physical reality. That means that there's mass and matter. That means there are things made of physical energy, right? So when you have something that has some substance to it, you can touch it and use it with your body. What is my dog doing? Now, go get a toy, kiddo. She's being very naughty. Go get a toy. Go get a toy. Look, there's one over there. Mommy's working. When you have something like, I have this envelope here, right? Because this was a bill, right? So it's made of paper, right? Which is a physical object. So that energy is moving slower, so it takes more of a form. I have a whole series on the YouTube channel, the energy series, with this. Anyways, what happens is that we're moving our bodies through this space, right? So wherever we are to where we want to be, right? Morning, evening, let's just say. Don't do that. Oh my gosh, she's like, no, Chelsea, come here. Yes, thank you. She's being naughty. We're moving mass or matter, something physical, an object. Thank you, monkey butt. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my gosh, so much love. Do you guys want love? There's plenty here for you. So you're taking something that has some sort of physicality to it, right? Let's just say it's you, right? You have your morning and then you have your evening. But we humans, have that physical material aspect to us, right? Hey, Sunflower, nice to see you. So what we're doing is we are moving ourselves from day to night, but there's a gap. There's a space between. Hey, Vanessa. So everybody's loading up now. It's so weird how YouTube works. Anywho, so for us to move ourselves through time, through the day, through space, we're moving ourselves through space. We're literally taking our body and going, okay, breakfast, lunch, dinner, right? As an example, just to make it easy and tangible. It takes time to move us from point A to point B. And that's called the space-time continuum. And that is the dimension of reality that we live in. So it's third dimension and fourth dimension, because the fourth dimension has time. So the third dimension is length, width, and height. And then when you add time, that's the fourth dimension. So what's the fifth dimension? Fifth dimension is no space, no time. That's called time space, meaning there's no space between anything. So the time is right now. It's happening right now. Space time, which is where we live, it takes time for us to go, like a 20-minute drive from our house to grandma's house because we had to move that car through that space, which takes time, right? But if we were in time space, we'd already be at grandma's house, like now. Right? This is the whole ding. We're here, right? Because there's no space. So therefore, since there's no space, it doesn't take any time because there's no gap to close. Isn't that interesting? So when we're experiencing time distortion, we're being so present to the now moment that everything is available to us. So everything gets wonky. It's like there's no structure to time. And therefore, we're also not slaves to time. And it's usually when we're very, very focused on something in the now moment. So, all right, let's do some roll. We have Khalid and Sunflower and Vanessa. So nice to see you guys. So nice to see you. Happy Wednesday. I'm a yawn monkey. I've been potty training my dog, and it's exhausting. Training a highly anxious dog is not easy to do. But I am grateful for her, and she's very sweet. And a girlfriend of mine came over last night. We went to have tacos and tiki drinks, and she hadn't seen Chelsea in a long time. And she's like, "Oh, she's so sweet." I'm like, "Yes, just my little monkey butt, little monkey." So what's new with you guys? What's happening? It's Wednesday. Well, for some of you, like I know Khalid's in South Africa, so it's already like tomorrow night. Is that it? Or is it tonight? I don't know. That yawn was contagious, Khalid says. It's funny. Sunflower feels nothing's too crazy. Oh, so it's 10 p.m. by you. So it's actually tonight. See, that doesn't make any sense. Tell me there's no such thing as time travel. I'm in Los Angeles where it's 12 p.m. and he's in I can't remember if you were Cape Town or Johannesburg, but it's 10 p.m. there. Like what the what? Does time really exist? He's getting ready for bed, you know. Vanessa started dating again. Cape Town. Thanks, Khalid. Ah, very good, very good. Well, it is the love month. Whatever. Valentine's Day is coming up. You guys, every day is love day. It's just a marketing ploy. Just a marketing ploy. Trying to remember. I think I only really had one Valentine's Day with a boyfriend. Yeah. I will say he sent me long stem Colombian roses at work, and that was freaking awesome. That was probably no, I've had other boyfriends. Yeah, what am I don't know. It's like clearly they've made their mark in my brain, right? Well, Vanessa, I hope you're having fun getting out there. That's cool. Yeah. So that's what's going on, but I cannot seem to get rid of these yawnies. I am just tired. Anybody else been super tired? That's been like a very constant ascension symptom that I've had is just exhaustion. No matter what, I could get although I didn't sleep that well last night. And I did check the Schumann, and we had 2 huge spikes of energy last night. Let's see. What does the Schumann look like now? I'm going to show you guys what the energy is right now. So right now we're in the black spot. Oops. Let's see. Like right here. And it's usually when it's in the black spot area there, it's the energy can't be detected. So I don't know what is going on right now, but I did check the KP meter also, which is like the what do you call it? The solar flares, and it's pretty low. So, I don't know. It is what it is, right? That's what we do. We just accept. We just say, okay. Make peace with the moment, and the next now moment is on its way. Sunflower, you've been feeling a little weird. Tell me, what does weird mean to you? And call it, I've been feeling very tired during the day, drained. Isn't that weird? I've been feeling the same way, drained during the day. And then at night, I'm like, I've got more energy. And it's like, I should be going to sleep, but I'm not, because all of a sudden I have energy, right? Hello to Elio Tequila. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Right? It's really weird. I don't know. The other thing is, I've been socializing a lot Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, like 3 days in a row. I actually need to manage my socialization because I have to manage my energy. So I am a bit drained from like too much social. Sunflower says, I don't know, but just might be off because of PMS. Yeah, that happens. It's legit. Totally legit. So how are we honoring these feelings, whatever we're feeling? What are we doing? What are you doing? Oh, Vanessa's got a super chat. You guys, I see you. I will get to you in just a second. But let me just tell you something, guys. This is going to be a very yawny session today. All right, you've been warned. Vanessa, wanted to ask you, what do I need to know about this new relationship with Francisco? Take it slow is what they're saying. So if you have a tendency, because I have this tendency, like to just want to move faster, because again, the anxiety is like, I need to know what's happening. Am I going to waste my time? The problem is that we need to collect data and information, right? And when you're dating, that's the whole point, is to collect the data and information to see if there is compatibility. So it's not just about being chosen, it's about you making a choice too for what's good for you. Are you going to be valued? Is someone going to want to give to you because you're giving to them? That actually takes time. Remember the space-time continuum? I'm here dating and here's where I am in a relationship. So it's going to take time to close that gap. And that's what dating and courting is for. It's to collect and gather information. So Vanessa, they're saying you need to slow down, and it's okay to go slow. It's okay. Your body's going to be like, I need to know the answer right now. And your brain's going to go, if I don't have the answer right now, I'm going to sabotage this. So just take it slow. Literally, every time you see him, just say, okay, what information am I gathering and collecting? And how does that feel to me? So go slow. That's what they're saying. Not sure. It's really, yeah. I think you're feeling like it's further ahead than it actually is. Okay. So that's the other thing. All right, Vanessa. But that's the reason why you need to slow down, right? Oh, hi, Esther. That looks like oh, thank you. I appreciate your compliment. And just to let you know, questions like this, I'm happy to answer, but because I have to zone in particularly into your energy, questions like yours that are not for the general that everyone can benefit from, I do require a super chat. There's no minimum, there's no maximum, it's a donation. And I'll go ahead and I'll look and I'll gear my energy specifically into you. But this is like a community kind of thing. So when people have general questions, I go ahead and answer them. But if they're very specific to your needs, I do request a super chat. So just wanted to let you know. Okay. Khalid said, I've been doing your meditations on the replay to get me back on track. Nice. Nice. Course correcting is legitimate, you guys. Look, here comes another airplane analogy, right? When an airplane takes off, it has a final destination. It's got its goal, which is obviously to land safely. Hey, Colin, I see you. Just 1 second. To get to land safely. Hey, Sunflower, I see you. With all of your, alive, with all souls on board, as they call passengers souls, which I kind of like. But when they're taking off, or even when they're up in in the sky, there is sometimes there's turbulence, sometimes there's another plane, sometimes there's a bird, sometimes there's weather, whatever, and they have to go up, they have to go down, they have to go all the way around. It's never like a smooth, easy, direct flight, too. But we don't know that because we get to our final destination typically on time. So the how we got from point A to point B is none of our business, right? Planes are always course correcting when they go off path, and they have to go off path because weather is unpredictable. There's other airplanes, right? So that's what we do. We course correct. So, you know, getting you back on track, Khalid, is fabulous because now you're back on track again. And it's very normal, very human for us to go off the track, getting derailed by a guy or a girl or a job or whatever. We can definitely go off path. So then we just course correct, right? Okay, I do see some super chats here. Here we go. Let's see. Um, okay, Khalid. I applied for a course in my education. My application was rejected, but I was thinking of sending an appeal. Should I? You should. Why not? It's not gonna hurt you. It's not gonna hurt you. I kind of feel like I'm not sure it's starting to feel like a time thing here. I'm not sure you're ready for the class. I mean, mentally you're ready. I'm not sure. It feels like a divine timing thing. Not really sure what that's about. But yes, you should send an appeal, but also just trust in the timing of things is what they're saying. Like if you don't go to class now, it doesn't mean you can't have that class at all, right? Delays are not denials, but it feels like a timing issue. So even if it means this semester, I don't know how it works where you're going and what kind of education you're going in, but like universities out here tend to be semesters or quarters. And so if you are late, it's okay. It feels like it's a timing issue, but definitely appeal. Definitely appeal. You'll feel better if you appeal anyways. And you know what? It's not gonna hurt you. Okay? Sunflower, will my hike with Chris go good this weekend? Yes, just take it slow. They're saying take it slow. Really pay attention to your body. It's been so exciting that your body has been kind of like getting back to, a new normal for itself, but it still feels like you're getting used to the new body. And it feels like you're also, it's not taking advantage of it. That's not what I want to say. It's like very excited and possibly overdoing it. So just make sure, you walk slow, you take breaks, and you drink water, they said. I think it's going to go great. I hope I'm right. I want to be right. But I think it's going to go great. Just remember to listen to your body. Okay? Don't, like I was talking about that derailment, like just cuz Chris is there, don't be like, "No, I can totally do this," or "I'm really embarrassed. I don't want to, look weak or whatever in front of Chris." Don't forget, masculine energy wants to make feminine energy happy. So if you're in your feminine energy and you need to take a break because you're honoring the fact that you need to go slow and you need to rest and you respect the body, he'll be okay with that because he'll want to make you happy, right? Because if he pushes you, you're not going to be happy, and then he's not making you happy. He's making you unhappy, which is not the way healthy masculine energy typically wants to make and appease and have peace with feminine energy. So I think it'll go okay. Um, Oh, okay, Esther, you didn't ask a question. My apologies. That is my bad. I am sorry. You're just sharing a statement. It's actually really cool. That's really good. I'm really happy for you. Esther says things have been moving so fast with my career. It's like my manifestations are coming true, but I'm hoping that I'm making the right choice. Listen, you only know, you never really even know if anybody, not just you, but like we don't really know if we're making the right choice until we've done it and we've given it some time to integrate and process, right? Because so often something we think is a sucky situation or it doesn't help us for the now moment or whatever we were hoping or wanting to have happen at that now moment in the big picture of things could be really great that it either did or did not happen. Right? There's so many things that we don't know that we don't know. Right? So we don't know what our spirit guides and our cosmic family and the multiverse, we don't know what's going on. They could be orchestrating something so freaking awesome that in that initial moment we may be unhappy with or not getting the answer that we wanted. But it's actually a good thing because as it plays out, it turns in our favor and it always works out for us, right? Right? Isn't that how it works? Yeah, we don't know. Energy is so fluid these days because of the ascension that you can make a prediction 1 minute and the next minute, people jump timelines all the time. I had somebody sent me an email saying that they were unhappy because the prediction that I made didn't come true. And I always say, whenever I do my readings or even right here, with you guys, like nothing I say is ever set in stone. I'm not the end all be all. I'm not God. I am not perfect. And things can literally change like this because you have your own soul contracts and you get to choose your way through life. Your choices and decisions take you on a different timelines. And I'm only seeing potentials and possibilities, right? So really, you're the one in control. I could say whatever, and you're the one that has to do what's best for you, make the right choices and decisions. So if I make a prediction and it doesn't come true, it's not because I suck or I'm terrible. It's because something has changed, which is actually a good thing because it means you're using your free will to make choices and decisions. And you are living out your soul contract and you're having your soul evolution. And remember, the higher soul needs the human in order to evolve, right? So something may seem like kind of crappy at first, like, it could be shock and surprise. Like, it's not like what you thought or how you thought it was going to go. And then bam, a month or two later, you're like, thank God that didn't happen because if it had, A, B, and C would have happened, right? Oh my God. There's so many instances of that in my life. Isn't there many instances of that in your life where you're just like, oh, thank God. Thank God. Tuilio Tequila says, loving the podcast these days. Thank you. Yes, I've revived the podcast. It's on all the platforms, iHeartMedia, YouTunes, iTunes, Spotify, all the things. And then I just go ahead and place it here on the YouTube as well. Okay, Sunflower, I do see your super chat. I just don't see your question. So I'll sit here and I'll wait for your question. But yes. Yeah. We seem kind of slow today, which is actually okay. There's not a lot of people on here tonight. Oh, you decided to join us again, have you? Maybe she went out to potty. Do you want to come say hi to everybody? You want to come say hi? Thank you for somebody ate. I can smell it on her breath. Oh. I love you. There it is. There's the question. Okay. Ew. Ooh. Hold on. My dog just left like a gross something on me and I just can't. Okay, good. I love you, Bubba's. You good girl. Oh my God. Hold on, you guys. Her face is so dirty. Ew. All this dog food. Okay. Oh, you made messy. Okay, here, eat this. Okay, Sunflower, I'm so sorry. I can't deal with gross stuff like right in front of me. We all have our tolerance levels and I can't move past this. Like my brain is deeming something gross. And so I'm like really like, I'm having a response and a reaction, which is just not very pleasant. So I'm collecting myself. Okay, thank you, kiddo. Yes, you stay there, little dirty dog. Okay, here we go. Sunflower, I got you. Since recovering, I've felt different mentally and want to know, is this something that will resolve or is this just who I am now? All right. So when we have a huge life-changing experience like you did, right? You had to detox, if I remember correctly, you had to detox from various metals from your body. Did you have to, I can't remember if you had surgery too, because it was something about you couldn't even walk, if I remember correctly. That changes you whenever something affects. Oh, no surgery, you just couldn't walk from the metals and the toxins. I don't know why this thing about walking, didn't you have to walk on like crutches? Okay, it doesn't matter. I'm getting sidetracked. Let's course correct here. um when you have a physical, uh the detox drained a lot of the good. Yeah, no surgery. Okay, what happens is when something happens to you physically, remember we have a physical body, a mental body, an emotional body, and a spiritual body. These are all consciousnesses, and one affects all of them. So when you're out of alignment, out of whack, you have an injury, you're recovering, there's trauma to the body, it's going to affect you emotionally and mentally and spiritually as well, right? So when there is change in one, there's change in all of them. And you were forced to sort of sit still. And what I mean by sit still is like you were not being allowed by the universe and your body, you were not being allowed to continue moving and being forward, like on the same path, right? That trajectory, that momentum of where you were. You were put in a position where you had to just stop everything, and everything from socializing to work to everything, right? That changes you mentally. And if you're not balancing your energy, remember everything is energy: mental energy, spiritual energy, physical energy, emotional energy. If you're not balancing yourself in all of those bodies, there's going to be discrepancies. And so that's what's happening, is that you had a physical change, and now you're having to deal with like even loss of the old you, like part of you died, it's no longer there, right? So there could be depression, there could be grief, sadness, something like that, right? So you need to be getting the right support so that energetically you're managing your emotions, your thoughts, and your body, right? So you did a lot of physical focus. And so now it's probably time for you to do some mental focus, which is going to affect your emotional focus. It's all energy. Shameless plug here. It would behoove you to work with me with my Shift Happens program. But if you're not going to work with me, it'd be a good idea to get a coach, to get, thank you, kiddo, to see a therapist or whatnot, because it changed you. Yes, this is the new you. But now you have to get to know who you are as the new you, right? Whenever there's a change in our life, especially if it's physical, it does affect every body that we have. Okay. it does get resolved, but it's also who you are right now. So you need to make sure you're getting support, because trauma happens. The majority of the trauma that we experience is actually from what happened after the event. It's how were we supported? How were we held? How were we given the space to release our emotions, to get heard, acknowledged, seen, witnessed, right? That's when the trauma really gets ingrained. Yes, an event is trauma, but it's like usually a one-time thing. But it's always what happens after. What is the aftermath of that? And if you're not getting the support mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, that's what's going to cause the trauma and the new belief systems and the new thought processes and the new thought forms. Okay. Khalid says, I can definitely relate to Sunflower's question and your answer, Terrie. I too feel such a big change in my emotional and physical. Yeah, I mean, you're in transformation. I'm in transformation. Mine started in 2019. I know the exact date because it was ignited by a guy. I can tell you the exact date that my latest, because we have several transformations, evolutions, where our soul uses our body. And so that's what's going on, Sunflower. You're not the same person you were before. So you're going to have different thoughts. You're going to have different feelings. But how are you going to regulate and manage that? That's where the trauma really gets nasty. That's when people start getting issues, is because they're not being supported. So how are you being supported now that you've come out? Like now that you're like in recovery and all that, how are you being supported? Right? So just make sure you're getting support. It's probably the biggest piece of advice that I can give you. All right. Looks like we're a little bit slow on questions today, even just general, not necessarily super chats. You're welcome, Sunflowers. So we might just be having a short get together today, which is okay because I've got I actually have some clients I've got to get to, which I actually have to go to their house for, which means I need more time. So today we might just be coming in cold today. Is that it? There's coming in hot and coming in cold. Unless YouTube is just really being super slow with the messages, because I'm just not seeing people here. You're welcome, Colin. All right, guys, we're just going to make it a short session today. No problem. I'll see y'all next week. Join on Friday for meditation. And again, if you can't watch it live, go ahead and watch them on the Hey Esther, I love the video of you and Colleen. Thank you. I was thinking about her this morning. It's interesting. I forgot what I was just saying. Oh, this dog. She keeps getting out of this harness. This harness is no bueno for her. All right, you guys. Oh, you're welcome, Vanessa. Yes, good. Continue to take it slow like you haven't. Good. Just keep on that. Like, keep collecting and gathering and data and information. You're looking for compatibility, not just, ooh, is he cute, right? We know that, though. We already know that. All right, you guys. Join me Wednesday. No, Friday. Holy mama. My head is like not on my shoulders today. Join me on Friday. And if you can't watch it live, you can always watch it on the replay. I even put a whole new playlist on the channel. So you can just go to Friday Night Meditations, or now you could just go to Wednesday live Q&A. So you can quicker, hopefully, find what you need. But I will see you guys on Friday, hopefully. And I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your week. Bye, guys.